There's a growing movement in the greater Sacramento region. It's an ecosystem for startups as entrepreneurs look to the Cap City for a chance to breathe new air and utilize local resources. One Bay Area to Sacktown transplant has combined his passion for sports and startups with an app he's created with the help of students from UC Davis. Fanalyze CEO Juan joins us now to talk about the growing tech and innovation that's happening locally. Hey, Juan.
Hi, Aubrey. Thanks for having me.
Good to have you on the show. You're from the Bay Area, which is well known for its tech industry and Silicon Valley, of course. Can you compare that to the startup ecosystem that you're seeing in Sacramento?
I don't think you compare Silicon Valley with any other startup ecosystem, but I believe and feel that Sacramento has been starting to build a great startup ecosystem with resources and program for startups. So it's going and it does have promise.
Oh, that's good to hear. A lot of people like to hear about innovation and what's new in the city. What types of startup programs here have helped you with your own entrepreneur journey?
Sure, I graduated from Founder Institute Sacramento in 2018, but the groups that have been helping me is Startup Sac, Haney Biz, Evolution Accelerator, and there's several more out there. Carlson Innovation Center, and also Bing Bang from UC Davis been really helpful.
Well, why do you need these startups to why do startups, I should say, need kind of these resources to help them grow? What do they do for you?
Yeah, I mean, Startup Sac has been a great media, option for us. They have resources for pitch competitions. UC Davis has a program for their computer science engineers. Like I mentioned, we work with four computer science engineers working on several projects and different help with, financing, funding, marketing, and so forth. So various resources to help, the startup get going.
Yeah, I guess you can't do it all by yourself. Are there any
You can.
areas where you'd like to see more growth for startups and to support the startup ecosystem here in Sacramento?
Yeah, I think the early stage funding is difficult, especially here in Sacramento, not compared to Silicon Valley. But I've seen some funds form with the Growth Factory, Sacramento Growth Factory by Mark Haney, Black Capital by Kevin Johnson, or Mayor Kevin Johnson, and Sacramento Angels has also been definitely funding startups here in Sacramento.
Well, it sounds like it's a little bit of a grassroots effort, but it's going in the right direction. You could use more of it, obviously, because everybody needs funding. Tell us more about your startup, specifically Fanalyze.
Yeah, well, Fanalyze is the sports search engine and analysis platform really to speed up research for fantasy sports and sports betting. What we do is really aggregate the data and put it in one location to make it easier and faster to do research for fantasy sports and sports betting.
And what inspired you to build this app? I mean, did you see a need for it?
Yeah, my co-founder, Chris Longboy, and I played fantasy football for probably over 15 years. And really, if you do your homework, you could actually win. But we wanted to speed that up. So we, want to put all the data in one location and aggregate the right data points. So we wanted to speed that up and give you the right information to help with winning decisions. So that it started with us solving our own problem. And it's grown pretty far so far. So.
Well, you've definitely perked up as you've told us about your app. I mean, what's it like to be an entrepreneur and pursue a startup? I mean, can anyone do it, or does it take a certain kind of drive and motivation?
No, you definitely need drive. You definitely need passion. It's a long journey, but you really need to surround yourself with great people to help you succeed. Without that, it's a lonely and struggle and challenging time as an entrepreneur. So surround yourself with the best people that want you to succeed.
And any other advice you can offer to an aspiring entrepreneur who may be watching, especially the people here in the greater Sacramento region?
Yeah, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon, and it's really to do your best is get revenue right away, get users right away, and that'll solve a lot of headaches for you.
All right, Juan telling us about his Fanalyze app and startups in Sacramento. Thanks for joining us. If you want more on his new sports fantasy app, you can visit fanalyze.com.